Watching the Highlight Zone with WANE 15 Sports Director Glenn Marini. Local sports coverage you can count on.
It's the Highlight Zone. Yeah, the Highlight Zone. It's the Highlight Zone. Yeah, the Highlight Zone. It's Friday night. We on the Highlight Zone.
It's putting something on our back, like win or go home. So like we want to win.
We got to go out there and give it to them. You know, they beat us before, so it's like got to go out there and beat them.
We just have to make sure we're locked in on defense.
As long as we go into it prepared, following the scout, I think that we have a really good chance.
The toughest thing to do ever is beat a team twice, especially a team that's as talented as Northrop.
If I'm going to go into war, which is our focus today in practice, if we're going into war, like these are the kids that I want to go to war with.
It's the Highlight Zone. Yeah, the Highlight Zone. It's the Highlight Zone. Yeah, the Highlight Zone.
From here on out this girls basketball season, every single game is win or go home. Sectional semifinals night on the Highlight Zone, one of the best of the year, and you win tonight, you play for a sectional title tomorrow. In 4A, two teams looking to play another day. Josh A. joins us with your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. Josh.
All right, Glenn, it was one of the best games we had in the regular season. Back on January 9th, Snyder edging Northrop by 1 point, 49-48 at Kilmer Court. Now, how exactly would these two teams stack up this time on a neutral floor with their season on the line? Well, we're about to answer that question. You got Snyder against Northrop in your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. Now, Northrop's coming off a triple overtime heartbreaker where they almost took down second-ranked Homestead. Snyder trying to draw off last year's experience where they beat the Bruins in the sectional title game. End of the first quarter, it's the Panthers on the prowl. It's the super sophomore, Janaea Cooper, off the breakaway for 2 for 14. But on the other side is Swin Jackson splashing for 3 of her 20. But Snyder has got a 9-5 lead after 1. Now, Snyder actually opens up a 13-point lead in the second quarter, but the Bruins able to battle back as that is Kayla Williams-Thomas with the steal and score. And Katie Jackson's crew is only down by 3, 22-19 at halftime. Third quarter, Marion Wiss knocking down that triple, and it is just a 1-point game. But how about this from Snyder? Little shooter's touch, the friendly bounce from Mackenzie Carter, and that triple helps Snyder take a 36-29 lead to the end of the third. You betcha Bar Robinson's gonna love it. He's gonna love this too. It's a dagger from Gracie Smith. And then how about Mackenzie White? Keep this name in mind. She is just a freshman as White gets 2 of her 14 as Snyder pulls away from Northrop 56-46.
We were able to come out strong, and we punched them in the mouth first. We came out, we had a lot of energy. We were making sure we were holding each other accountable, and we were being able to uplift each other in certain aspects of the game.
Really just in practice, we were focusing on our defense more, our 13 defense, and I feel like we did that really good in the game. We just knew to stay calm, and we kept telling each other when we huddled up to stay calm and stay composed.
They were just very attentive and very focused on what they were supposed to do, and everybody did their job from start to finish in the scout when we mixed it up a little bit.
All right, so who is Snyder going to get Saturday night in the sectional title game? We've got Carroll taking on Northside on the other side of the bracket. And Carroll, they were just dialed in the early going. Corner 3 right there for Ava Myers, and then this is not a replay, folks. It's just another corner 3 for Myers as Carroll opens this game on a 10-0 run. Now, Northside trying to stop the bleeding on the other end. This is Cadence Walls with a nice take to the cup for 2, but it is all Carroll in this one as the Chargers take down Northside 61-9. So you got Snyder versus Carroll for sectional titles Saturday at 7 o'clock. Glenn, take it away.
All right, Norwell up in 4A this season after winning the 3A state title last year. The Knights facing WANE on Friday, second quarter. Jada Dale with the steal and the score. And yeah, midway through the second quarter, Norwell up by 36. It was that kind of night. Vanessa Rossworm, Norwell's all-time leading scorer, making it look easy. She gets the deuce, and then you're going to see Isabella Swineford beat the halftime buzzer as Norwell wins this one in a big fashion, 72-24. In the late game, second-ranked Homestead facing Huntington North. A win by the Spartans would set up a much-anticipated showdown with Norwell on Saturday. And Gabby Helson says, we can make that happen. 10 seconds into the game, she drills a 3, and Homestead was rolling from the get-go. Whitney Ankenbrook, another one of those seniors for the Spartans for 3. Think she's excited about it? Yeah, you betcha the 12th grader is. And then Maya Epps, future Louisville Cardinal, gets to the cup right here. And a picture-perfect start for Homestead. They led 18-zip in the first quarter. And you'll see Lucy Reich drain a 3 here, but Homestead, goes on to win big to set up a game against Norwell for the sectional title, 7:30 on Saturday. That should be fun. As for another local powerhouse in 4A, 4th-ranked Warsaw taking on Elkhart up at Goshen High School. First quarter, Alexis Neely with the 3 as the Tigers open the game on a 9-0 run. Now Elkhart, the Lions, looking good here. Shania Stout with the bucket, but Warsaw up 21-8 after 1. In the second quarter, you're going to see Brooke Zartman, the future Miami of Ohio Redhawk. She had 18. Jocelyn Bricker had 22 as Warsaw wins 65-40. They'll face Northridge on Saturday night. 3A sectional play up at the Big Blue Pits. Concordia versus DeKalb. The Barons coming off a 7-point win over Dwenger in the first round on Tuesday. Could they knock off another SAC foe? Well, Molly Sonnenberg saying yeah. She drills the 3, and DeKalb up by 10, 42-32 in the third. Olivia Bollinger has had a fantastic senior season. She had 32 in this one. But the PFW Macedon, the future Don's high school career ends against DeKalb because Kyla Gendelin would get the bucket here in the fourth quarter to help seal it at DeKalb. A winner, 63-52 over the Cadettes. Late game in Kendallville, 16-6 Leo facing 18-5 East Noble, and Leo out strong early. Emma Conley with the bucket, and the Lions take an early lead, but East Noble not about to give up the lead on their home floor. This is Shay Ritchie, like a knife through warm butter with the bucket there. Then you'll see Avery Amstutz, the standout point guard for the East Noble Knights, come up with the deuce here as East Noble wins 49-20. So we got DeKalb versus the host Knights on Saturday. 3A Sectional 20 at Tippecanoe Valley, Columbia City. Hey, they made it to semi-state last season. The Eagles facing the host Tippy Valley Vikings on Friday, third quarter. Tippy Valley's Gabby Gonzalez threw the trees for 2 as the Vikings up 25-19 in the third. More from Valley. It's Gonzalez kicking it to Hadley Wise, sinking the 3. Tippy Valley now up 30-24, much to the chagrin of Amy Shearer. Now she would like this. Anissa Tonkel does what she does, and that's hit from the outside, but in the fourth quarter, simply too much TV. Daylin Bassard with a bucket. It's an and one as she gets the stick back, and Tippecanoe Valley knocks off Columbia City 54-41.
Oh, it's amazing. You know, we were set as the underdog that everyone thought that they were going to come in here and beat us. So we really just played to our full potential. We showed everybody what we can do here. We set an example for Fairfield and North of the teams watching.
We're just going to take in our drive to give it our all, to give it 100%. You never know if this is your last game, so you want to give everything you got for the end right here.
Gabby alluded to it. Who does Tippecanoe Valley get next? Fairfield want to share the NECC regular season title. The Falcons facing Northwood, and early on it's Northwood doing damage from deep. Wow, that was a rainbow from Addie Davis. Northwood up by 2 in the first, but here comes Fairfield. Madison Jones just went over 1,000 points for her career on Tuesday night, only a junior. She gets the bucket to even things up, and then it's Ava Herbert with the steal. Jones would get it to Delaney Garrett for the bucket, and Fairfield eventually takes over in this one to knock off Northwood 43-20. 3A Sectional 22 at Mississinawa, the host Indians taking on Heritage, and in the third quarter, this is Heritage doing work. Elaine Bickle with the steal and the score. Heritage up 34-26, and the Patriots feeling finger-licking good. Later in the fourth, Audra Bickle scoring inside, but Heritage now up just 37-36. And this, the key bucket in the game, Ole Miss's Sailor Simmons would hit the 3 to put Mississinawa in front for good, and Mississinawa earns its first tournament win since 2003, 48-43 over the Heritage Patriots. Oh baby, a good win. Second game at Ole Miss. Belmont ranked 5th in the state in 3A. The Braves facing the 12-win Marion team. First quarter, Lainey French, wee to Mary Blakey. And Blakey had 10 on the game. We're tied early. Then it's Decatur's favorite game. Name that Blakey. This time it's Ashley Blakey driving and one. Ashley Blakey with 22 as Belmont now up by 5 in the first. How about Lainey French? She's going to splash here. She had 15, and Belmont rolls a big favorite to win this sectional title, 77-47, your final against Marion. Well, that does it for 3A and 4A, but coming up after the break, some huge games in the smaller classifications. Whitco ranked #1 in the state in 2A. The Wildcats beating AC champ Woodland on Tuesday. Their reward, how about a date with 10th ranked Bluffton out in Woodburn on a Friday? We got a highlight for that, plus we're also going to head up to Lakeland to check in on the Eastside team that's ranked 9th in 2A and in 1A. Fremont, 23-2, ranked 3rd in the state. Could they keep the dream season alive on their home floor? We got your answer next on The Zone.
We're the Fremont Eagles, and we'll be back with more Highlight Zone.
We're the Whitco Wildcats, and we'll go back to Highlight Zone. Yeah! Let's go, Whitco Nation, let's go! Yeah!
Hey, last season Eastside won 27 games, bringing a regional title back to Butler. After graduating 3 senior starters, the question for the Blazers was, could they get back to that level again? So far, so good. Eastside heading into sectionals 20-3 overall, winning a share of the NECC title. Eastside facing Westview on Friday. This one closer than you might expect. Blazers beat the Warriors by 23 points last week in the regular season. Start of the third, Bree Corey for 3, and Eastside only up by 1, 23-22. Mike Gloria saying, hey, what's going on? Lucy Kitchen is what's going on. She strokes the 3 right there. Eastside's lead now 4. Later in the third, though, man, Westview hanging around. Janisa Lehman for 3, and Westview up by 1, 29-28. They're thinking, hey, man, we can extinguish the Blazers, but Taylor Mack says, She drills it there as Eastside escapes a tough one, 45-37 over Westview.
It was very good that we came out and we actually executed our defense well. We really needed to work on that going into the third and fourth quarter, so I'd say very good.
We just didn't execute our game plan like we normally have, and you know they played a game Tuesday. This is our first game in the sectional. I don't know if that's an issue, but they played well. We got it done down the stretch, and that's what's really important. We move on.
Win in advance. Nightcap at Lakeland. Host Lakers taking on conference rival Central Noble. Cougars beat Busco Tuesday night. Early on, Central Noble is Cadence Bales for 2. Central Noble out to an early lead, and Central Noble, their fans feeling good early on. So is Jaylee Sloan. She knocks this down, and Central Noble now up by 4. Here comes Lakeland the other way in those beautiful powder blue unis. It's Chloe Yoder for 2 to cut into the Central Noble lead, but you're going to see Sloan do it again for Central Noble. Central Noble wins by 20, 51-31, so Central Noble and Eastside square off on Saturday. 2A sectional 36 out at Woodland. Adams Central facing Lures. The Knights beat South Adams by 23 in first round action on Tuesday, but Adams Central hanging around in this one. Izzy Ish with the bucket. It's a 21-17 ball game in the third. You're going to see Addie Warner can one for the Knights. She had 17. But the player of the game was no doubt Harvest Green. Let's go to the fourth quarter. The freshman with 30 points and 20 rebounds. Again, she's a 9th grader, and Lures outlasts Adams Central in overtime, 52-45. Much anticipated showdown at Woodland. 10th ranked Bluffton versus #1 Whitco. Whitco on fire from the get-go. Kyra Lowe with the 3. That's the first basket of the game. And Coach Curtis not liking that. He wouldn't like this either. Reese Stonebreaker for 3, and Whitco now up by 6. Bluffton going to Connolly Alt. Has had a fantastic season this year, but that season for Bluffton ends tonight as Whitco wins 58-44. They'll face Lures on Saturday. In 1A, 3rd-ranked Fremont, the host for sectional 52. The Eagles facing Hamilton. Third quarter action, Maya Turner, one of the best in the NECC, gets the bucket there off glass, and it's 50-15 in the third. You're going to see Tristan Krager with a bucket here for the ladies in blue as the Marines trying to chip away late, but you'll see Chloe Verdon as Fremont moves the basketball around well. Their only 2 losses this season have come to 2A Eastside as Fremont takes care of business 72-19 versus Hamilton.
I feel like tonight we really played well as a team. We passed the ball, got reversals, and just did everything we could to get the W.
We're feeling excited. We're ready to go to the championship. I know we've been doing this goal towards state. That's our goal every single year. But this year we're really pushing it. So I know we feel really excited about this game, and we're excited to get it tomorrow.
Late game at Fremont, Blackhawk Christian looking for its 17th win of the season. The Fighting Gongawares battling Bethany Christian. First quarter, Blackhawk down low to the freshman, the 9th grader, CC Sefton. She had 22 points. Later off the inbound, Blackhawks Desi Pope. And Hope is dope. She gets the steal and the score. Braves jump out to an early 16-3 lead. They don't look back. Bethany chips away here. Ellie Morris to Kendra Kern for 2. The Blackhawk wins this one going away 56-22. 1A sectional 55 down in Pinedo. The Raider Dome, great place to watch a game. Two teams with double-digit wins this season in North Miami and Northfield. That's Caden Donaldson with the bucket, and it's North Miami up by 1 in the 4th. Northfield's Faith Crom with the bucket, and Northfield now takes the lead by 1, 34-33. But Grace Sailors going to come here with the stick back, and North Miami outlasts a tough Northfield team. The final in this one, Warriors 47, the Norse 40. Last out for hoops, Southwood with 13 wins this season, Southern Wells with 15. Picked this one up in the first quarter, and the Raiders feeling right at home at the Raider Dome. That's Haley Davis for 3, and Southern Wells up by 4 in the first. Here comes Southwood. It's Sophia Klein in the corner, and Klein is fine. She knocks down the 3. Later, you'll see Southern Wells' Gracie Reeves knock down a triple, but it's Southwood that comes out of this one, the winner of a dogfight, 50-47. Stay tuned. Your Gem of the Night is coming up next.
We're in Tippecanoe Canoe Valley. More highlights after the break. We're the East Noble Knights, and we're back with more Highlight Zone. Let's go!
Here at Peter Franklin Jewelers, we are proud to support local high school athletics. That's why we continue to sponsor the Highlight Zone on WANE TV.
Congratulations to this week's winner of the Gem of the Night, presented by Peter Franklin Jewelers.
All 4 classes in action, so how about 4 Gems of the Night? In 4A, Janaea Cooper helping win the game of the week. Woo! With a layup for Snyder. She's only a sophomore. Then in 3A, Mississinawa's Sailor Simmons with a go-ahead 3 as Mississinawa wins its first playoff game since 2003. In 2A, it's got to be Harvest Green. The freshman goes for 30 points, 20 rebounds in an overtime win over Adams Central. And in 1A, another 9th grader. The future is bright. CC Sefton with a bucket there. She had 22 to help Blackhawk to a win. Congratulations to those 4 ladies, your winners of the Gem of the Night, courtesy of Peter Franklin Jewelers. Let's go to the ice. Comets with their first of 3 straight home games this weekend. I hope you have better luck on Valentine's Day than that guy. Case hosting the Iowa Heartlanders. First period, Trevor Janicki, his 5th of the season, and the Comets up 1-0 after the first period. In the second period, Comets on the power play. They're excited to have this guy in the lineup, William Dufour, former NHL draft pick, with his first goal as a Comet. That was on the power play to make it 2-0. Then in the third period, it's 2-1. Anthony Petrozelli, the first of 2 goals on the night for Petey. Check this, the K's score 5 goals in the third period alone as the Comets win this one 7-2. The Comets host Toledo on Saturday, Bloomington on Sunday. That Sunday game, a 2 o'clock start. Finally, on the volleyball court, the Volley Dons looking for their 3rd win in a row as the Dons hosting Northern Kentucky in their Meva opener. First set, Owen Banner with a hammer. He had a banner night with 7 kills. Later, it's Carlos Houston with the kill, and Carlo Houston had 12 kills. That would lead the Dons for the match. Dons rolling early. Logan Muir, if you're a Dons fan, you remember this name from years past. He smokes the ace right there. Dons win the first set 25-12 as PFW gets the sweep over NKU 3-0. A great start to the Meva season for the Dons. Well, that is going to do it for this week's sectional semifinals girls basketball edition of the Highlight Zone. Again, sectional title games tomorrow. Josh Ann will be in. That includes a big one at Don Riker Gymnasium. Southside hosting Norwell against Homestead. We're talking 2 teams ranked in the top 6 that will headline tomorrow's action. But for this Friday night, I'm Glenn Marini, and we'll see you next Friday.